As I said, first of all, the numbers coming out of Gaza are numbers that are driven by health ministry that is run by Hamas. Those numbers do not differentiate between combatants and non-combatants. And obviously, if we could conduct this war with zero civilian casualties, or not conduct this war, we would. Every death is a tragedy, but if you actually look at the numbers, you understand that the ratio between combatants and non-combatants is one of the best in urban warfare history, if not the best. And that is because the steps Israel is taking to mitigate harm to civilians, giving up the element of surprise almost in every step of the way to make sure the civilians have a chance to get out of harm's way. And we understand this humanitarian situation in Gaza. We're tracking it. Food and different types of aid have entered Gaza throughout this war, over 1.4 million tons of aid. And this at the same time that Hamas blew up the crossings into Gaza to kill Israelis, at the same time that Hamas is firing rockets at the crossings of aid. Israelis were risking their lives in facilitating that aid into Gaza, and our government is currently working on a solution to find a way to bring aid to the Gazans and not to Hamas, because we understand that is a problem that is elongating this war. And I think Israel is the only country in the world that is attacked on 7 fronts and is blamed as being the aggressor. This is a war that began by Hamas. This war could have ended more than a year and a half ago if Hamas released the hostages and put down their weapons, but instead they're holding civilians in Gaza, a civilian like any other person you can imagine on the street, and they are saying they will conduct another October 7th if they can. And we have to make sure they don't do it. If we don't prevent a terrorist organization just a kilometer away from us to build up for the next terror attack, what are we doing as a military? And our job is to make sure that they are unable to carry out another terror attack like that. I'm a military man, and I don't speak about diplomats of other countries. We have a lot of respect for the different countries, our allies. I personally have a lot of respect for Canada. I can say factually, this was a war that started by Hamas. It's a war not started by Israel. This is a war that can end when Hamas puts down their weapons and release the hostages. We're doing everything we can to fight a terrorist organization, and we are not going to fight it in a non-aggressive way, but we are fighting terrorists while we're doing everything we can to let the civilian out of harm's way. We have, in every step of the way, given up the element of surprise to let the civilians get out of harm's way, and we are differentiating and targeting terror targets and targeting terrorists who promise they want to kill us or kill my family. We have to act against those terrorists to make sure they can't do it again.